Hey, good morning. This is Terry Coatney here in Vienna, West Virginia, Coldwell banker realtor. Also, I'm licensed in Ohio. If you're thinking about selling your house, or if you have your house already on the market, how are you going to know when you really get a great offer? A lot of times people just think the higher the price, the better the offer. Well, that's not necessarily true, and we'll go over some of the things that you need to think about so that you will know for sure how to evaluate an offer that you get. It's just not on price. So here's 5 different factors that you want to look at when you're getting an offer. First of all, you want to look at what the earnest money. Someone who provides more earnest money is probably more financially set and is really interested in your property. The rule of thumb is about 1 to 2%. So that would mean that, for example, right now in the Mid-Ohio Valley, the average listing is about $230,000. So that would mean that a earnest money should be somewhere close to about $4,500 or more. That does show you that you've got a really good solid contract when they provide more earnest money, and that earnest money should go to the title company to hold that. Then the other thing are contingencies. What are the contingencies that they've asked for? And one of those contingencies could be septic inspection, it could be home inspection, it could be contingent on the sale of their home. So you have to evaluate all those contingencies, and your realtor would be glad to help you with that. Then the other thing that when you want to look at is what is the financial strength of the particular buyer, and if you know how much they're putting down and what they're really going to borrow, that will give you some good indication. However, sometimes you don't know that. Another thing to do would be the closing date. What if they want possession in about 30 days, but it's going to take you 60 days to get out and to find another place or to move or relocate, whatever it may be. So that is a fourth factor, is the closing date. And then how are you going to react if you get a cash offer? Well, cash offers are actually very good. In 2024, there were more cash offers than ever before. 26% of all homes sold in America in 2024 were done with a cash offer. Some of the advantages of cash offers, sometimes when people offer cash, they won't ask for an appraisal. However, a lot of times when they bring in a cash offer, they may ask for a closing date that is pretty aggressive, and so that could be also an issue. So how do you know what to counter offer then? Well, there's just too many variables to know exactly what the counter offer is. I've had people who've gotten a really what's called a lowball offer on their property, and their counter offer was it's at full price or close to full price. So that's up to the seller to decide as to what they are going to do in the counter offer. Sometimes the counter offers will involve the closing date. Sometimes people need more time off to find another house and to relocate. So there's so many factors that affect whether or not something is really a good offer and whether you should accept or reject it. And it's just not price. For example, based on just what we've talked about, if you got an offer on a house and it's listed at $250,000 and you got an offer for $250,000, but it's contingent on a lot of things, and somebody offered $245,000 cash, a lot of times the people will take the less offer because it's a more solid offer. Anyway, that's all the details I can share right now. If you've got a specific situation, and there are a lot of houses under contract in Washington County and Wood County right now this morning, there's about 160 homes that are under contract. So people really need to know how they're going to evaluate when that day comes when they finally get an offer. Hope you enjoyed this video, and if you like these videos, hit that like and subscribe. Have a great day, and I hope to talk to you soon.